Okay, so question 13, if we look at the actual question itself, Carmen and Tuba did a study about serial reproduction. This is when information is passed on from one participant to another. They wrote a story about dogs and used it to test serial reproduction on 4 groups with 5 participants in each group. In each group, one participant read the story and told it to another participant, who then retold the story to another participant, and so on. The final participant told the story either to Carmen or Tuba, who wrote it down afterwards. In all 4 groups, they found that the story was shorter and important details were lost. And that's what you would expect from a study like this. You don't have to know anything about serial reproduction in order to answer this question. Okay, so it's a purely kind of research-based question. So the first question here is, Carmen and Tuba needed to measure the length of the story told by the final participant in each group. Suggest how this could have been done. So the key word here is they want to measure the length of the story. Okay, so in your answer, you can't really mention kind of length of story because that's in there already. Okay, so we want to know how I'm going to measure the length of this story. So looking at the mark scheme, it says it gives us 3 different options, but that's not exhaustive. Okay, so you can always go beyond that. So count how many words they used in the story by timing how long it took Carmen or Tuba to write it or read it using a stopwatch. Okay, so a lot of us have given very, very basic answers. So ideally, we want to, the key answer here is count how many words they use in the story. Okay, but then you need to explain how. Essentially, you're operationalizing this measurement. Okay, so you're telling us how we are actually going to count how many words. And you can do that by timing how long it took Carmen Tuba to read or write it down, or you could tally the key words. Okay, so a lot of us have got 1 mark for this question, and that's because we've talked about counting up the words, but we've not elaborated on that. If you ever have a 2-mark question like this, expect that 1 sentence isn't going to be enough. Okay, so you're giving how you're going to do it. You're giving the measurement itself, and then you're saying how you would carry that measurement out.